To the channel, welcome to the channel. Today we are solving question on bearing, part 2 of the bearing. Look at the question. Aeroplane flies due north from Ikeja Airport for 500 kilometers. It then flies on a bearing of 60 degrees for a further distance of 300 kilometers before overflying a road junction. Calculate the distance of the aeroplane from Ikeja Airport when it was directly above the road junction. That's the question. Now remember, from the first video, if you have not watched it, go and watch it. We have 4 cardinal points: north, we have south, we have west, and we have east. So when they say due north, due south, due west, due east, it means you are going straight. Look at south, that is due south. Due south, draw a straight line. Now that is due west, directly to the west. Due east, directly to the east. The same thing applies to north also. Now from Ikeja Airport, that's the starting point. From means that is where your journey is starting from. So from any starting point, you are going to have 4 cardinal points, because the reason for the 4 cardinal points is that you are deciding at your starting point where you are going to, whether you are going towards the north, whether you are going towards the west, towards the south, towards the east. So there must be 4 cardinal points at every starting point. Yes, so let's go straight to the solution of the question. Now, from Ikeja Airport, which is our starting point. From Ikeja Airport, let us have a 4 cardinal points. From Ikeja Airport. Ikeja Airport is our starting point. Ikeja Airport is our starting point. That is where the journey is starting from. Ikeja Airport. That is where the journey is starting from. So the aeroplane flies due north. So from Ikeja Airport, the aeroplane flies directly to the north. That's the line. Directly to the north for 500 kilometers. That's the distance covered by the aeroplane. It then flies on a bearing of 60 degrees. That is, from the current position, you are going to draw another 4 cardinal points, because you are starting another journey from that place. And the bearing is 60 degrees. So you are going to draw the bearing of 60 degrees. So we have 60 degrees. So which means that this is now the current position of the aeroplane. The aeroplane is now at that position. The distance covered is 300 kilometers. So that's the current position of the aeroplane. Okay, now the question says calculate the distance of the aeroplane from Ikeja Airport, which means we are going to join the lines together. Now let's label them A, B, and C. Small letter A will be 300 kilometers, that's line BC, because it's directly opposite to the angle A. Small letter B, directly opposite to angle B. Small letter C, directly opposite to angle C. Now look at that angle. That angle is angle 90, because one quadrant of a cardinal point, or 4 cardinal points, is 90 degrees. Now that 30 degrees, we got it by subtracting 60 from 90. 90 plus 30 will give us 120 degrees, which is the angle B. Now to solve that question, we are going to make use of cosine rule, which says that we have B squared, because we are looking for B. B squared equals to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cos B. Cos B. Okay? Now, B squared equals to, we are given A to be 300 square plus C square, what is 500 square, then do the calculation. So we have B squared to be equals to 90,000, that is 300 square, plus 250,000, that is 500 square, minus 2 into brackets 150,000, that is 300 times 500, cos 120. So add 90,000 and 250,000 together, and that will give you 340,000. Minus, multiply 2 and 150,000 together, that's 300,000. What is cos 120? Minus 0.5. So let's do the calculation. Don't subtract 300,000 from 340,000. It's not possible. You are going to multiply 300,000 by 0.5, and that gave us what? 150,000. Add them together, we are going to have 490,000. So find the square root of 490,000, which means B is equals to 700 kilometers. So that is the distance.